What's going on, guys? I'm your host from the East Coast, Gene the Man 94, here to bring you guys my WWE Smackdown Live review for May 23rd, 2017. I know I'm a little bit late with the review, but I wasn't home last night to actually watch SmackDown when it was on live, so I had to watch it on the DVR, and now I'm here to give you guys the review one day later. But nonetheless, we're going to get into the show. Props to SmackDown. Coming off of that terrible Raw that we had on Monday, SmackDown really delivered yesterday, and we definitely needed them to deliver. And we got a pretty solid show from top to bottom. A lot of things they did, they're starting to build towards Money in the Bank. They announced the Money in the Bank participants and everything. And we had a championship celebration for Jinder Mahal. So yeah, let's get into the show. So speaking of Jinder Mahal, SmackDown started off with a motorcade that was followed by an SUV and a limo. The Singh brothers got out of the SUV, rolled out the carpet for the new WWE champion, the Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. So he came out in the parking lot area, whatever. He came out of the limo, had the title. Of course, you could hear the crowd booing the hell out of him, which means he's doing a good job because he's a heel. A lot of people just don't like him because they don't feel like he should deserve a WWE championship. But it's something spontaneous, something new, something different. So, hey, we always cry about the same old and predictability, and we got something different for once. So, it was alright with me. And then we get Shane McMahon. He comes to the ring to discuss the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and the Money in the Bank match. He says, for the WWE Championship. He talks about the Money in the Bank ladder match and introduces the 5 participants in the match: AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and what we thought was Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens actually wasn't supposed to be out there, and Shane was like, I'm sorry, but you're not the 5th participant, and he brings out the 5th, which was Shinsuke Nakamura. Owens was absolutely pissed that Shane wouldn't put him in this match. He said, he can understand why a few of these guys are in it. Shinsuke won his match at Backlash. Sami won his match. And Owen said he also won his match. Yet the guy he beat, AJ Styles, is in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He said it comes down to favoritism. SmackDown is the land of opportunity when Shane McMahon gets to dictate who gets those opportunities. He said Shane is mad because he did what he couldn't do at WrestleMania, and that's beat AJ Styles. Shane was like, because of your performance at Backlash and because you are the United States champion, I'm inserting you as the 6th participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Owens was pretty happy about that. Started rambling on a little bit more. Corbin told him to stop talking. He cried to get into the match and he'll pay for that. Shane should just lower the briefcase and hand it to him. AJ Styles tells him this is the house that AJ Styles built, so he must not know where he is. It was built on him being phenomenal night after night, not countouts or cheap shots to win matches. He doesn't care if it's the WWE's version of Eric Cartman, and it took the crowd a minute to get that one, but I freaking died when he said that. The show off, the lone wolf, the underdog, or the rock star, he's going to show why he's the top dog and get back his WWE championship. Sami Zayn says, with all due respect for AJ, because he does respect him a lot, but he won't stand here and watch him run victory laps as if he's already won the match. Baron Corbin tells him he's the Rudy of SmackDown Live or something like that. I didn't quite catch that reference. I'm guessing it's some movie that sucked, because he said there won't be a sequel. Zayn said you can call it a fluke. I call it kicking you in the face and beating you in the middle of the ring. They argue on a little bit. Ziggler tells them all to shut up because he's the only one that's ever won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and he's going to do it again and become world champion once again. Shinsuke takes the mic from him and says, for those who don't know me, I'm Shinsuke Nakamura. Taking another shot at Ziggler because Ziggler was just like, who are you? And then he said, they can call him Mr. Money in the Bank. And then, everybody started arguing once again. So Shane was like, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have a rematch from Backlash, Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. And then in the main event, he makes a huge tag team match. Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm like, oh my God, what a main event. And Sami Zayn and Corbin did pretty good at Backlash, so I was kind of excited to see their rematch as well. So we got SmackDown kicked off on the right foot, and a couple matches set up that got me excited to see them when they actually happened. We get a tag team match, the first match of the night: Natalya and Carmella versus Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. The welcoming committee were up to their normal tricks, trying to get the advantage, outside interferences, of course, doing their same old. Pretty much standard tag team match. Naomi was in their corner, and of course you got Tamina and James Ellsworth in the welcoming committee's corner. But Naomi winded up being the difference maker, because not only did Tamina try to interfere, but so did James Ellsworth, and Naomi made sure none of that was possible, and her team actually got the win. So they finally overcame the welcoming committee, picked up the win. Becky Lynch made Carmella tap out with the disarmer. Didn't go too long, maybe about 5-10 minutes. It was an alright match, whatever. Just the story here is that they finally got one. They finally beat him. We'll talk about what happened with them later on, because I guess this completely ends it right here because of what was set up by Shane McMahon. Now we get Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn, rematch from Backlash, and it didn't go more than 15 seconds. Corbin started off extra aggressive at Zayn, and Zayn caught him and rolled him up and got the win. I'm telling you, it was like 15-20 seconds, and it was out of nowhere. And Corbin snapped. He lost 2 matches in a row, but this is how he gets his credibility back. He absolutely destroyed Sami Zayn after the match was over. He grabbed a steel chair, connected with Sami's spine. They fought into the crowd. Corbin was just throwing him into any and everything that he could. He was just pounding Sami with forearms while his head rested on a barricade. And then he finally, just walked away from him after referees advised him to do so. And they pretty much had to stretcher Sami Zayn from out of the crowd. They didn't fight back until near the ringside. No, he was in the crowd, and they had to bring the stretcher to get him out of there. So that was pretty cool. Like I said at Backlash, him losing wasn't such a bad thing, because he could do something like this, just kill Sami Zayn and put him on a stretcher, and Baron Corbin's fine again. So that's wonderful booking by SmackDown Live. I love what they did here. And it gives Sami some wins, so he looks credible in the Money in the Bank match. So I loved exactly what they did here. That was cool. I had no problem. Shinsuke was in the locker room getting ready for his tag team match. AJ Styles comes up to him and officially welcomes him to SmackDown Live. He said this is the first time that they're tag teaming together after they fought around the world together, and of course in Japan. They were in Wrestle Kingdom 11 or something like that, and tore the house down in that match. So now they're in WWE together, and AJ told him if he follows his lead, everything will be fine. Shinsuke agrees. He's like, yeah, we're on a team tonight, but at Money in the Bank, he will grab that briefcase and turn AJ Styles' house that he built into a playground, and walks away. Shinsuke's English is getting way, way better. I can definitely hear it. Especially, it sounded a little shaky in the ring, but that backstage segment, I could understand clearly what he was saying. And he doesn't have to say much. He's a man of a few words, so just keep it like that. We had another Fashion File segment. I freaking love these segments, I swear, with Breezango. But this time they weren't their happy, normal, cheerful Fashion Police selves. They were actually bringing all their stuff into Shane McMahon's office. Shane's like, what the hell? Who brought all this stuff in here? They come in with more stuff, their box of disguises and stuff. And, they're turning in their badges and stuff. Shane's like, what is going on here? They was like, since we lost to the Uggos, they turned in their badge, their little toy guns they had. They said they're a disgrace. Even Tyler Breeze started pulling his pants off. He was just about to give Shane everything. Shane's like, whoa, chill out. Pull your pants up. You're going a little bit too far. You guys have proven that you belong on SmackDown Live, and you'll face both Usos in singles competition tonight. And they got excited again, and Tyler pulled his pants up, and they took one of their toy guns they had and their badges and the box of disguises. Got excited and, went and had their match with the Usos. But before we get to that match, we had the celebration for the Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. They did this thing up big. They had, the Indian dancers, and they had people playing instruments and drums and stuff. They were dancing all synchronized and stuff. The Singh brothers came out, and then the Maharaja comes out. And they showered him with booze and stuff, and just, oh my god, absolutely hated him. It was great. He says they can shower him with hatred, but it doesn't change the fact that he is WWE champion. They boo him because how he looks and how he talks, because he exposed them for the fools that they are. At Backlash, the Maharaja fooled them all and became WWE champion. And he says Randy Orton is just like America, on the decline, and he's on the rise and is already the greatest WWE champion of all time. It's about him and his celebration, and he won't let nobody bring his celebration down. He climbs to the top rope and holds the belt up. They give him the whole fireworks segment and everything, and the pyro, everything just went off. Some people were cheering for him, but a lot of them were booing him. It was great. He's a pure heel, and I freaking love it. A heel that I actually like, because of course I'm gonna like new characters, new things that they're doing, because like I said, we all cry for new, and then when we get new, it's like, not that guy. And then people are like, well, he was just a glorified jobber. Pretty much so was Bray Wyatt, but everybody loved it when Bray Wyatt won the title, and Bray Wyatt's kind of tweenerish, so I don't want to hear that jobbers shouldn't win titles thing. But yeah, so we had the celebration for him. Then we had Breezango taking on the Usos, but we had singles competition. So we had Jey Uso versus Tyler Breeze. Before the match started, well, actually, right when the match started, Jey Uso grabbed the microphone before the match and said, hey, we already beat y'all Backlash. Y'all don't deserve any more shots, and whatever. Fandango hopped on the apron. Jey Uso went to knock him down. Tyler Breeze rolled him up for the win. Embarrassing. Jey Uso lost in like 5 seconds. He was like, what the hell? Whatever. Then they switch out. Jimmy Uso gets in the ring, and then Fandango, goes against him. Tyler Breeze on the outside of the ring baited one of the Usos. He had on like a wig and handcuffs and was just like blowing kisses at him. So he chased him around the ring for a little bit and tried to slide into the ring, and both Usos attacked him. That left Fandango wide open for a chance, and he rolled up Jimmy Uso for the win, and to complete the sweep of singles matches. So they're inside the Usos' head a little bit, and then after the match is over, Breezango on the outside tells them they got caught wearing white after Labor Day, which is a fashion felony. But what isn't a felony is that they want a rematch for the tag team championships, unless the Usos are scared that they're gonna have the titles ripped from around their waists and put onto some real men. The Usos did something I did not expect. They went to the referee and was like, you know what? They get their match right now. Here's the titles. Make the match. Screw it. We'll defend our titles right now against these guys. And they gave them a tag team championship match. So that's exactly what we got. The games were over now. The Usos were embarrassed, and they were not playing games with Breezango no more. They had been embarrassed in 2 straight matches, and now they're putting their own titles on the line to prove a point. They isolate Tyler Breeze, went to work on him. Fandango finally got into the match off a hot tag to take control of the match, but the Usos didn't allow that to happen for long. They double super kick both Breeze and Fandango, and go for a splash from the top rope, but got caught and rolled up and almost got a 3 count. Crowd almost went wild for that. Last ditch effort, Fandango went to the top rope once again to hit the leg drop. Knocked one Uso away, but the other one came in for a superplex spot, and Jey Uso on the outside tagged in, and Fandango didn't see it. So Fandango threw him off the middle ropes and hit the leg drop and went for the pin, except as soon as he hit the leg drop, Jey Uso, who tagged in, went to the other turnbuckle and hit the splash and pinned him. Because, like I said, he didn't see him tag him in, so when he got hit with the splash, it was over. He didn't see it coming. Boom, 1, 2, 3, Usos retain their titles. And I absolutely love what they did here. The Usos accepted the challenge and wouldn't accept being taken advantage of. But Breezango won their singles matches, so they don't look, any less credible. They know they can beat the Usos, but they have an obstacle to go through, and I like that they didn't get their payoff tonight. They got the little singles matches, that's fine. But the Usos like, you know what? Y'all not about to make us, as the tag team champions, look like idiots. So you know what? You want your match? You can have it right now. And they absolutely defended their titles and, brought some credibility back to themselves and let Breezango know that they still ain't playing no games with him. So that was great. I freaking love that. Shane McMahon was in his office. Natalya comes in, coming off of their loss in the tag team match, and asks Shane for an opportunity at the Women's Championship since she won her match for her team in Backlash. And Shane told her if she wanted a match at the Women's Championship, all she had to do was ask, so she's asking. Carmella comes in, and Ellsworth was like burying Natalya now because, like I said, the whole welcoming committee thing is over. He's just like, if anyone deserves a championship match, it's Carmella. She pinned the women's champion. And then Becky Lynch came in, said she was the number one pick for SmackDown Live and the inaugural women's champion, and she wants a shot. Tamina came in and I almost freaking died. She was like, she never had a chance at the women's championship. I'm just like, ha, yeah, and you're never going to get one either. Charlottte comes in. She says she's the real threat, and the only reason the welcoming committee was formed is because they were jealous that she was about to win the title. And then Shane was like, you know what? We're not about to have all this bickering back and forth. You all have legitimate points, except Tamina. And we're going to make a fatal 5-way elimination match next week. And the winner of that will go on to face Naomi at Money in the Bank for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So we already have a big match set up for next week. And that's definitely great. A fatal 5-way elimination match. Hopefully in main events. I would definitely put this in the main event. And yeah, speaking of main event, we're going to talk about the main event now. The tag team match. Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler versus the team of AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Very good main event. High profile match. Ton of stars incorporated in it. The heels were good at getting their heat. The faces kept the crowd in the match and excited, even though the heels were, trying to take them out. It was just a good time, a good wrestling match to enjoy. I'm trying not to overanalyze it. I just enjoyed it for what it was. They probably could have put this on a pay-per-view, to be honest. You got Dolph and Nakamura going at it again. Owens and Nakamura finally getting it in a WWE ring. And then the whole dynamic of AJ Styles and Shinsuke actually teaming up when they've, done battle before outside of the WWE. I just enjoyed everything about that. I felt like they did get a little too much offense in on Nakamura, and which is just a little nitpick, to be honest, because Nakamura's supposed to be a beast, but I feel like they're just trying to humanize him a little bit more, which, I mean, it's fine, but if you're going to treat him like an attraction, then he probably shouldn't take too much offense. I don't know, like I said, it was a nitpick. It didn't ruin the match or anything. They could have did way more to AJ, but I guess they needed to take up some time because the match actually went on for a little bit. Owens slowed down the pace when he got into the ring, because he doesn't work too quickly sometimes. Owens stopped AJ from hitting the Styles Clash on the Ziggler, and hung up AJ on the ropes. They fought to the outside of the ring by the announce tables. Owens got back in and attacked AJ got outside and attacked AJ from the outside with a running senton on the floor. That looked like it hurt. AJ finally fought off their offense to get Shinsuke back into the match. There was another chance for showing what he could do. And because like I said, the match was pretty lengthy, so they all were able to get their stuff in. And all of them started fighting in the ring. Styles got super kicked. Shinsuke came and helped him out and got Dolph Ziggler out of the ring. And then he landed the Kinshasa on the Kevin Owens for the win. Only took one, and they haven't had anybody kick out. That way, when they do it at like a SummerSlam or WrestleMania, it's going to mean something when he hits it and you think the match is over. You could tell that story in a big high-profile match like that. So, Shinsuke picked up the win for his team. Very entertaining main event, and the crowd loved it as well, so it did its job. And the team of AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura won the match. Great bounce-back episode for SmackDown Live because they've been kind of just floating around lately. They haven't really been doing anything of relevance, to be honest. Backlash was good. I enjoyed Backlash. It was a very good show. But just SmackDown for the past few weeks hadn't been the greatest. Like, they know they can put on a good show like tonight. Like, tonight wasn't the greatest episode either, but it was good. It was really, really good. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but what they've been doing over the past few weeks, I don't know what that was. I don't know if you guys heard that. But yeah, what they've been doing over the past few weeks hasn't been that great. So it was great they were able to come back, have a pretty good episode of SmackDown, kept me entertained, and have some high-profile matches, and set up some stuff for next week. So I'm very excited for that already. Not excited for Raw next week. I can tell you guys that. Definitely not excited for Raw. But, that's fine. Raw is just going to continue to be on the decline. I heard they had a 2.6 million viewership rating, which is probably like the lowest of the year. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what WWE thinks they're doing, but they need to get it together. But yeah, that was it for my SmackDown Live review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If we got anybody news, definitely subscribe down below. Comment down below what was your favorite part of SmackDown. Did you think it was a good show? Was it better than Raw? I hope you think it was better than Raw, because it definitely was. And yeah, just slap a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. I'll probably be bringing some more videos this week. And I always say that, and then I don't bring a video till like Saturday or Sunday. So sorry about that. Hopefully I get the time to do a video this week. I'm going to put out a few videos. I got a few ideas of what I want to do. Just appreciate all you guys' support. We're getting close to 300 subs. I'm going to keep grinding until we get there. Then we're going to hit the next goal and the next goal. Just baby steps leading up to the ultimate goal. And I just want to thank you guys for being on this ride with me. And I'll talk to you guys later on. Peace.